Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Mori Carta. Today we're going to be looking at the Trickster. The game just came out 1.0 access yesterday, I think. I'm trying to remember when this video goes up versus when actual life happens. But I believe it was yesterday. We looked at the sorcerer the first time I did a let's look at of this, and the dev actually reached out to me in the YouTube comments and asked if I wanted to look at the other classes. So I'll probably look at all of them in the meantime. Caveat, I'm not super great at this game. I have not beaten the final boss yet. The game is pretty tough, but it's a fun challenge. I'm having a good time with it. It's very low stakes as far as like a deck builder goes. So like, it's fun to just kind of try a run, see what you learn, and go from there. So we're gonna try the Trickster today. I should have pointed this out. The Trickster's big ability is when you have exactly 7 energy, you do double all of the effects. So everything on the card is twice as effective. I don't recall the energy level required changing. I think it's just the effects. It's not the cost. But that also applies to enemy cards as well, so be careful. Now, we want to look at what boss or what like elite we want to fight first. So we could fight this grounded echo. He does armor for himself, but only one time because this card will burn. Stagger, he could hurt us or armor himself, and then it's random. At the end, either we do damage based on our block and he does damage based on his block, or one of the two happens. The problem with the Trickster is the Trickster does not really build armor that well, at least the way I've played it. So I think I'm going to discard that one, see what the next option is. Gullible Giant? This is not so bad. We could probably deal with this. He's got 4 cards, so the Trickster starts with a very slim deck. So I'm going to give the Gullible Giant a try. The Trickster has like 4 cards in their deck to start. And the main thing that they can do is they can avoid enemy cards. And I'll show you how that happens through the dodge and the parry card. So we have this quick card that we always start with called Switchblade. I like to lead with the 4 damage, 1 energy because it's basically a 1 cost 4 damage. Now, evade is the next thing where we want to dodge an enemy card. It's going to be random whether or not we hit one of our own cards or one of the enemy cards. I hope we hit Nest because I don't really care about giving the guy armor. Forbidden Innovation would be pretty sick because we could permanently add a Soulfire Automata to our deck. But there's the option, but there's the chance we could take some wound. But it's early on. I'm okay with tanking some damage in order to get a special card out of it. So which side? I would love to hit Nest on the left side, but I don't want to hit Forbidden Innovation on the right or on the left. So I think we'll play right, even though I don't think it really actually matters. See, exactly. So depending on which side you play evade or parry does the same thing. It just does damage instead of mana. It'll block out that right or left side of the decks, or the right or left side of that card. So you got to pay attention to what side you want to be erasing, if you want to erase a specific side. All right, we've upgraded once. Now, I've fought enemies with Nest before. I think it makes the most sense to play left on Nest, because if you play it to the right, it adds 3 Swarmlings to the deck every time you reshuffle. But it exhausts the card. If you play it to the left, it adds 1, but then you have to play it 2 more times to even equal the number of times you had Swarmlings the first time. So I think unless it's going to be a super long battle, I think it makes the most sense to play to the left. I'm sure somebody could do the math on that. and figure out exactly how many rounds you'd need to go to make it worthwhile to play to the right on Swarmling. So Swarmling, it plays a card that you can either pay 2 mana and exhaust. Give me that upgrade. Yes! So we just need to play that one more time. He's got 4 armor. So the Swarmling allows you to play 2 mana to do 2 damage, or if you don't have enough mana, you have to take 2 wound. So pretty easy to deal with in like small amounts, but once you start getting a lot of them in your deck, then it can be trouble. I'm hoping we can hit Nest with the evade, so we'll play to the left. Okay, it was the Swarmling. Honestly, I'm okay skipping it, and then parry will help us dodge the Nest this time. Great news. And now we want to avoid killing this guy too early. Ah, but we got Forbidden Innovation. So now we're good to go just like to town on this guy. Armor, not great. Parry, odds are we'll hit Nest or the other Swarmling. Great. And then we'll actually be able to dodge the Swarmling as well. So let's just generate more mana. He had armor anyway. I think we have 3 Swarmlings in our deck now, though. So basically what this guy does is he's just a free upgrade to your might every once in a while. It's random, and this goes away every time you reshuffle. But I gain a might every time I deal, every time I gain block now. You can also gain might every time you gain mana or every time you do damage. It's just kind of random what you get. Ah, rats. Well, we'll probably be able to kill him this turn. Oh, great, he didn't get his armor. And now we can kill him for sure, because we have enough mana. Sick. Alright, now, the priority for me is always getting more cards into the Trickster's deck, especially when it comes to dodge and parry. Prowl is an awesome card. I will accept that one. Gallows Humor, after you exhaust a card, gain energy. We already accepted our card, but I like to read what's available. Splitting Edge also sounds really good because we can repost a card and we gain blades, which are just like either free mana or free damage healing. So I will keep an eye out for Splitting Edge in the future. Prowl is a really strong card because it lets you dodge, but then it upgrades into a really strong damage card. And then it jumps back down to being a dodge card again. So I really like Prowl a lot. I wish I could have taken Splitting Edge as well, but we only could take 1 card. Now we're fighting the Jailer. Let's see what they do. They got a lightsaber? That's not fair. Alright, do damage. What did you put in my deck? Ball and Chain, it makes me take damage while gaining energy, and then we have Bludgeon, which will be always be the last card played. What that helps us know is if we end up with parry or evade at the or prowl in the dodge state at the end, we know we can dodge Bludgeon. Ball and Chain is going to be a trickier one because we don't really have block in our deck, so we'll just kind of have to get lucky. All right, hopefully we hit Ball and Chain with the evade. I don't think it really matters which side we play it on, so we'll just play left. I hit parry, so I'm gonna play right. Okay, that's what I was hoping. Okay, so now we're definitely going to have to deal with Bludgeon. Good news is we have Grounded Feet, which will give us a one-time infusion of 4 armor. So we'll accept that, burn the card, and then we'll just have to deal with the 6 damage. But we've done 8 damage to him already. And anytime we gain mana now, we'll be able to do more damage. Or gain might, which is great. And then Prowl, Pounce finishes him off. Sick. So you can see how Prowl is really strong. Let's see. I've noticed something. I don't know if this is just me not understanding the cards very well, but I feel like I don't like rare cards in this game that much. It's just like a gut feeling I have whenever I choose select rare cards from 3 options. I always am like really underwhelmed. Maybe it's because I need to get more complex with my game. Blinding Strike is a really high cost card. I don't think we can really afford it. This is an okay card. Like, we could dodge left, or it's either a dodge or a parry. It's essentially a one-cost card. And honestly, I would, if I had been able to see all 3 cards, that's the one I would have picked. Because I don't like the idea of having to take, like, randomly deal 7 damage or take 1 wound, or exhaust all of my energy to get 7 energy. Although that would put us at the 7 energy threshold for the Trickster, which we haven't triggered at all yet. Infected Swarm. This is going to be another Swarmling deck, which I absolutely hate. There's the Nest, and then there's the Rotting Nest, which gives the infected Swarmling. Ugh. Alright, we should try to kill this guy as fast as we can, because I have a feeling we're going to take a lot of damage. What does that one do? Every time we gain block, which I don't really have a mechanism to do. Let's see. If we end on an infected Swarmling, I would definitely swipe right to be able to get it out of my deck. Because we'll see. Maybe we'll be able to swipe right and avoid the damage that it would do. But I think I'll save my mana, swipe left. We avoided the single Swarmling, gain some mana. Let's continue swiping left. We've skipped the Rotting Nest, which is great. Now, can I get away with not swiping right ever again? I will. It would destroy the Loot Goblin, which isn't such a big deal because I believe the quest reward that he gives us is just like healing items. It's like a healing potion that gets better the more times you do it. So I honestly, and it takes 5 mana, which we have right now, but I don't know if we'd have in the future. So honestly, let's try it, get the infected Swarmling out of our deck, play everything else to the left. And we even saved the Loot Goblin. Unfortunate we didn't cover the Nest, but we'll deal with it. And then, of course, our Grounded Feet and our Parry are our last cards in the deck. That is how the game plays sometimes. Alright, we have covered one side of the Quickfire Automata, or the Soulfire Automata, but I want to keep getting the might. The more might we can get, the stronger our attacks will be. Do I play the Loot Goblin? We have the opportunity to, but the thing is, the mana will be very useful. Oh, but because we're on 7 mana, we'll get 2 random quest rewards. Let's try it. It's kind of fun. So you can see how, because we had 7 energy, we procced that twice. Now, there are no Rotting Swarmlings in our deck right now, so let's just burn the 1 Swarmling. Start parrying other decks. Yes, we parried Rotting Nest again. We got hit by normal Nest once more. And then we'll just have to eat this Swarmling's damage, unfortunately. And then we evade our own card. And then let's just soak up the mana while we can. Okay, now we have 2 more Swarmlings in the deck. Thankfully, we've done quite a bit of damage to them. We don't have a ton of damage anymore. I could try to parry. So these are the quest rewards that the Loot Goblin gives us. The nice thing is, as we take damage though, we should be able to take it back, or take some back from those quest rewards. Hopefully they're like at the end. I parried the medium potion. We don't have enough for the Loot Goblin, so we just have to burn him. The Nest keeps hitting us. We can burn the Swarmling. Ow, you guys couldn't give me my Prowl right at the end. Alright, we gotta kill this guy as quick as possible. Problem is, we're only gonna do 11 damage at the beginning here. I need the mana. So it's 7 damage. And then we do a 4, so we need to do 1 more. Oh, we're 1 mana shy. 1 mana shy, please. Oh, I hate it when the game does this. I don't know, like, I know it's really hard to model randomness in a game. The parry will let us win, regardless of what the card would have been. I know it's really hard to model randomness in a game, So I've seen a couple times where like the enemy cards are all stacked up at the front of the deck. Like it'll be like 4 cards in a row, and I'm like, how is this possible? But I'm sure it is. It's a statistical thing, and I feel like I've been wronged. I've took it personally, like Michael Jordan. All right, I don't like that first card. Twist the Blade is kind of a better version of that last card because we can at the very least it's a negative to the damage they deal us, and if we have extra energy we can do a lot of damage plus gain some of that energy back. I kind of want to give Twist the Blade a try. Mock Fight, weird. I guess that one's really good if you do have the ability to build up might, because it does 0, but if might improves your damage, you know, you would just get 3 times whatever might you had, which is pretty solid. Gullible Giant, not a ton of damage. Oh yeah, he's the boss, that's right. I remember. Okay, so we gotta watch out for his snare card. Slice we can pay our way out of it. And then Slow Cut is always gonna be the last card. I do like fighting an enemy that has a slow card as the Trickster, because the odds are you'll be able to stack up some sort of dodge at the end there. Alright, so we ran right into a snare right away. Thankfully we had armor. Is there a side we'd prefer to play on? I don't think it really matters. I don't want to cover Twist the Blade though, so let's play everything to the right. You know, let's take the mana. Play to the right again. And that's exactly what I was worried about. So, what we can do now is we can play left, take away some of his ability to damage us, and then we can play left and not spend mana. Alright, and now we have 2 enemy cards. Oh, the problem is we can dodge a snare, but we'll have to deal with Deep Cut. Because we can't pay the 8 to only take, or we can pay the 2 actually to only take 3 damage, so it's better than nothing. We only did 4 damage to him that round, but Pounce will help work him down. Pounce with Switchblade together do 11 damage per turn, so it's pretty solid. Unfortunately, all of our damage cards come after we come after our Soulfire Automata. I guess our Soulfire Automata could be the first card we draw. It's just a 1 in 3 chance. I ate the damage there because we're pretty close to high health. So play everything to the right. That's fine. Play to the right. Now, do I want more mana? I think I do, because Slice is going to be, we either draw Slice or we draw Parry. So I think the mana is more useful here. Okay, so we can play our way out of Slice, and then we can use Parry to get out of the Deep Cut. Great news. And that's exactly how you want to play the Tricksters. You want to see what is the enemy cards left, what are your cards left, and try to do like the math there of what makes the most sense from like the statistical chance of getting a dodge or a parry landing before the enemy cards. And if you can get to 7 mana, you can start dodging or parrying twice in a row, which is really, really strong. So we might want to look at a way to get ourselves to 7 mana at some point. Knock down his damage to 0, which is great. And then we'll I guess it doesn't really matter. I think, yeah, we'll just play everything to the right in the option that acrobatics shows up. So play right, because I don't want to have to spend the 1 mana if I don't have to. Okay, so acrobatics will show up. Let's take the mana. We'll dodge the last card, get more mana. Great news. And we'll do a lot of damage this turn because we have 3 might. And I think we'll win. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we used our dodge last turn. Or prowl, I should say. Hey, and we healed. Back to full. This is probably the best I've done on the first boss ever. To be at full health and having a pretty synergistic deck. Now, swapping doesn't seem to work out very well for me. I usually don't know what I want. 7 of Spite. I gain 7 energy. I gain the Ace of Spite, which allows us to parry twice, or I could riposte once. That seems really strong, because you get to the 7 mana, and you gain the Ace of Spite, which is a double riposte. The danger of this card is once again, is it puts you at the 7 energy, but which could boost our enemies' cards dramatically, but I like the idea of it. We're gonna give it a try. I like the rest of my cards a lot, so I don't think I want to swap any. Although, you know, if we get a better, like, evade, no. We might as well. Like, because you can always decline the swap. Gain 12 energy and then give to the poor, which gives the enemy block and discards cards. I'd rather have the parry and the dodge, honestly. Ooh, we get to play... So green cards are like a rewards battle. So you gotta fight this guy, and then you get a reward. I hate poison, though. Poison makes me sad. So I don't want to fight that guy. Poison is like my least favorite mechanic in the game. Basically, you choose a side to continually do damage every time you swipe to that side. And this is like a similar version of poison, but worse. Although if you reach the summit, you get 20 health back. What a weird card. We've reached the treasure room. So okay. So if you get to... Although I think these stick around forever, even if you reach the summit. This guy does damage every time. Oh man, I hate this guy too. We're stuck with whoever's last, but I hated both of those guys. Okay, this guy's at least like more of a traditional enemy, but I've definitely been killed by vengeance before. I don't recall what enemy I fought. Fire breath, we upgrade it. Basically, it just makes it into a stronger and stronger attack. Huh. Rough. Okay, well, we'll see if we can defeat this guy. He's pretty scary. He does have less health than the other two, so hopefully I'll be able to knock him out quicker. Friend, 'tis well I see your face. Can you come with me to a place? The bark is hard to bend, contort. I need a flame to ease its warp. So you brought a damn dragon? Or whatever this is? You couldn't have just used a fire. We should have talked about this. Alright, so, is there a side I don't want to play on? I think it's dangerous to run into 7 of Spite before an enemy card and have to play the left-hand side. Because, like, imagine we run into 7 of Spite and now he does 24 damage to us. But as long as we have... mana to play 2, we could do it. So, and we have 4, so let's try. Upgrade. Not what I wanted to see. Let's go left. Ah, we dodged vengeance. Great news. The problem is now we have to deal with fire breath. I don't think there's a downside. I don't want to pay 5 mana. So let's just tank the 2 damage, let it upgrade once. Same thing again. And then maybe we can pay 3 mana to bring it back down. Now you give me my shield? How could you do this? We'll play right now, because honestly, it's okay if we run into Deep Cut. Or Deep Cut's gonna be the last card, so we'll get our riposte, and now we'll parry twice, which is fantastic news. Because now we're doing double damage. I would like to pay... Oh, this is actually fantastic news, because at 7, we do 10 damage, because we have a little extra might, and it gives us our 2 mana back. So now we do 14 damage. Holy cow, that was fantastic news. Now I hope I don't run into an enemy card. Oh, God. See, that's the danger. We will pay the 3 to get out of this and take only 8, thankfully. Ace of Spite, double riposte. I don't think it makes sense to dodge because we're gonna riposte whatever's next anyway. So let's take the damage. Oh man, we have a lot of enemy cards coming. It's either gonna be, I hope to God it's Vengeance, because then acrobatics can get us out of Flame Touch and we just have to deal with Deep Cut after. Please. Oh, the game hates me. At least we dealt with Vengeance. So now we have Flame Touch, 4 damage, and then Deep Cut does 4 damage as well. Not great. He's still got 19 health, and we're at 2/3 of our health now. Unfortunately, we can't use the better version of Switchblade, so we'll have to just do that. Now, be good to me and let me dodge Fire Breath. I hate you so much. Why, game? All right, do the damage. We dodged Vengeance, thank God. All right, let's dodge a Fire Breath, please. Or maybe we riposte, because we have the mana. Why do you hate me? And then we'll have to tank a Fire Breath and the Deep Cut for 8. Oh, this is where I start to really fall off in the game. So I just need to practice more. But you can see how the Trickster works. It's a cool deck. I don't know if it's like beyond my capacity to win. Maybe what I need to do is prioritize the damage from parry way more, because it is a reliable 3 damage regardless of what comes next. Embers this hot, the perfect prize. Soon the bark will match my size. Is this guy huge or small? I assumed he was like a dwarf, but maybe he's huge. But I need more for a full set of armor. There is more to get. All right, so we probably have more of these reward cards in the future. Rut the Embersmith has given us a card, thank you. And we got 10 health back at least. And we get an epic card. Untouchable, quick. After you take damage, it reduces the enemy's might. But it ends when we reshuffle. I'm not a huge fan of that. After you exhaust a card, we're probably not gonna get a crap ton of armor anyway. Because we only have like 2 exhaustible cards. And that ends when we reshuffle anyway. I guess we'll take whatever's last. Killing time. After you deal damage, discard 3 cards off the top of the deck. Or after you discard, deal 3 damage. I guess. I kind of like the damage thing, because when we... does it count if we exhaust a card? Maybe not. Because I don't have any way to discard things otherwise. Oh man, I hate Pale Wraith Lord. He's so strong. I don't want to fight him. Caged Captain is also really hard. He keeps adding these fresh recruits, which just get stronger the more you don't pay them mana. Although maybe these are easier to dodge. Actually, I think what makes the most sense is the Trickster is you want to fight an enemy who doesn't add a lot of cards to your deck. I think all of them were gonna add 6 cards, so it's not the end of the world. Waiting Maw is not a big deal, as long as we don't give him block. But we do have to be able to pay money to get out of the Threaten. He's got Royal as a slow card as well. Oh no! Cursed, each time you reshuffle, take 20 damage. Oh, that's horrible. Can I get rid of you? Oh, we get a 3rd one. Okay, Pale Wraith Lord. Sure. Honestly, I would have rather, if I had gotten to pick, I would have picked the captain, I think. Oh, we've been cursed. Did we get cursed because we... Because I rejected all 3? I've never done that before. I didn't know I could. What does a curse do? Transform this card into a curse card. Well, probably got myself killed there. Let's go ahead, quick Switchblade. I should pay attention. What did you do? Arc Lightning, we could pay to get out of. Crash Thunder takes all of our mana and does 6 damage, or we could pay 6 to get out of it, which will be hard. And then Spark is a similar thing, but it duplicates itself. Same thing with Arc Lightning. Ooh. So this guy gets worse over time. So let's try to damage him as much as we can. I don't think there's anything that can discard cards, so... like maybe Killing Time? And then try to dodge? We dodged Crash Thunder. We can pay out of Arc Lightning. I've been cursed. Withering. Whoa, rough. We can get out of Spark once. Okay, Prowl. Let's honestly continue dodging. I don't really have a way to get... I'm so afraid I'm gonna hit Spark, but let's try it. Oh, we lucked out. I'm good with that, and then we discarded because we did damage. Oh, I forgot. But that only lasts for that first round, so do 10 damage with Switchblade. Now do 14 damage with Pounce. Great first round. Give me 2 might per every time I gain block, which is not gonna happen. We have to pay to get out of Spark. Let's go ahead and parry. I think we'll try acrobatics. Yes, thank God. Now, every time we reshuffle -2 might, or exhaust and take -10 might, and every time we reshuffle +2 might. Huh. That's interesting. I think I want to burn this card. And then try and evade. Oh, we got lucky. The Trickster's all about lucking out. And honestly, we can tank the Arc Light. Actually, we shouldn't because it's going to duplicate itself. Every time we can pay to get out of it, we should. Okay, so Switchblade, we should do the free thing just to decrease the might. Crap. All right, well, we're gonna take 6 damage, and we're gonna take 2 plus duplicating Spark. We got out of Arc Lightning, thankfully, and Spark. Whoa, that's lucky. All right, now we can just do damage or build mana. I think I would rather Prowl because we'll get 7 attack next time. Get the mana, and then do the dodge because I want to save the energy. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't realize I had an extra card. All right, and now we've burned through the curse, so now we just get free might at the end of our turn. Oh, gain might when we gain mana. That's great news. Evade. Yes. We got lucky again. Rut, you don't really do anything for me, so... Ace of Spite, we have to play the riposte. Yes, it worked out for us. All right, and then there's 2 left. Arc Lightning or Spark. I would rather hit an Arc Lightning, please. Actually, I would rather have hit the Spark because Arc Lightning is cheaper to pay out of. So that's not what I asked for, but that is what I needed. Thank you, game. All right, looks like we've managed to make our way out of this, thankfully. And then, ooh, 2 rare cards, you don't say. But 3 defensive cards is really strong. Because I think like I said, the more cards you have as the Trickster, I think the higher likelihood your, like, ripostes and your dodges line up on top of the enemy cards. So after you exhaust a card, gain an energy. That's like guaranteed free energy from the first round, because we have... Well, it depends on if Killing Time goes after or before. But we have at least 2 exhaustible cards, so not terrible. And we're gonna take 3 cards for sure. Odds are there's other cards I won't like. 2 left feet I don't really like. So let's ditch that one. Compulsive gambling. How weird. That's fun. It could get me killed, but I like the idea. Acrobatics is a card that's okay. I'm not against it. Yeah, let's take it. And then 3-card draw. Yeah, I would rather have acrobatics than 3-card draw. So I think we picked the 3 cards I would have picked anyway. Scarred Hulk 80. Yeah, me having not taken any of the bosses seems to have given me a curse card. So don't do that if you can avoid it. Would I rather have fought the Banshee Lord and taken a curse card than fight the guy at the end? I think I would rather have fought the guy at the end rather than having a curse card in my hand. Let's do killing time. Slicing mass. You deal damage, adds 2 slice to the deck. Ugh. Well, there's not much we can do about that. Compulsive gambling. I mean, we just have to pay. We got 7 mana out of it. Crap, that means, well, at least we got to pay out a slice. I was gonna say, that means he does 8 damage to me. Oh, we paid out of the curse card, sucker. He discarded all of my cards, though. How rude. We got out of the clumsy slash, at least. This doesn't really do anything for us. Oh, actually, never mind. I take it all back. We got a crap ton of, we got a crap ton of armor out of that. All right, dodge. Gallows humor? We don't have anything more to exhaust. Well, I guess 1. But I'd get 2 mana out of doing that anyway, so. Slicing mass we just have to deal with. Although if we could stack up dodge, it would be tricky because you'd hope you'd draw that one first. We can pay out a slice. We have to gamble. Oh, dude, we could have had 56 mana. That's crazy. Oh, man, but this will knock us back down to 7. I think I go... Oh, I don't want to ditch all the mana because we can pay out of all of these cards then. I'm going to do the riposte. Do some damage. Pay out of the slice. Now, what would we like Prowl to hit? Honestly, I'd like it to hit the... Well, it doesn't really matter. So just go left, I guess. Get some mana. That doesn't do anything. I was hoping I'd hit the curse card, honestly. Holy God! If we can get 20 damage, or 20 mana, though, we can use Boastful to almost kill the guy. Pay out a slice. Attack him with Clumsy Slash. Oh, I forgot about... Uh-oh. I forgot about... Oh, no! Although, I guess anytime we damage him, we were gonna take slice cards anyway. So we have to kill this guy as fast as we can. Might from mana. Gallows Humor, we get 2. We do 14 damage. That's great news. Not great news. All right, get out of that. Pay out of it. We're in deep trouble, team. Oh, we got 12 mana back though. That's pretty nice. Cause now we have 11 enemy cards to sort through. 10 now, but I wish I had the 20, but I don't. So we'll have to just take the 8 damage. This guy's gonna burn through all of my mana. So let's get a riposte going so we can do some damage back to him. And now we're at 7 damage. There's the Clumsy Slash. Rats! Well, we're out of mana. I think we're in deep, team. We might not make it through this one. Gotta do that. Oh man, are we gonna be able to kill him? Did we do our dodge or our what did we call it? We don't have enough for Switchblade. Oh, thank God for the might. Oh boy. I think we're on borrowed time though. Ooh, we can split a card. So I don't know if this is a mechanic I've showed off in the game before, but what split does is it takes your card and it divides it in half. What's nice about that is we could do something like split Switchblade in half, and then we would have 2 cards that are quick, where we would have the free 2 damage, and then we have the option to also deal 4 damage. I actually kind of really like that play. The other thing that you could do is you could compulsive gamble in half, and you would get this card twice, but you have to play it on the left and the right if you want to use it. But I think I like the play with splitting Switchblade in half, because then you can just play it. Essentially, you would be able to play both sides of the card. Got a curse. Honestly, the curse hasn't been too detrimental. It's been mostly my inability to deal with the enemy's deck. Taste the Air. Add Writhing in the Darkness, which gives them armor, and then could add Behind You, which makes me take 20 damage. Holy crap. Is that the only card he added to my deck? Huh. Okay. Well, it's a quick card, though, so unfortunately we probably won't be able to deal with it. Every time we gain mana. So let's try not to gain energy if we can avoid it. Which means we don't want to add... We don't want to play that side of Switchblade this time. Just do the damage. We've been cursed, which does X amount of armor. Just play parry as much as you can, because that'll help us avoid gaining energy accidentally. I forgot about this. Honestly, oh man. Do we try to, because we can get by without, I don't think Ace of Spite is super helpful. Let's try and avoid getting the Writhing in the Dark as long as we can. And then switch Prowl back to Pounce. That'll do more damage for us in the long run. And now we can gain energy because we don't have the thing just yet. Do all the damage. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well, I guess it's random what it would do. What is that? Armor? Yes, we don't really have a way to gain block in this deck because we've already gone... We've burned our one thing, so that's great news. That's actually what we want to see. Gain might, and they gain armor. Okay, but we do most of our damage up front anyway, so I'm not upset about that. We will be gambling. No mana anymore, which means we can't play acrobatic. But we could do evade, and the odds that we hit their card first is not insignificant. Draw it, please. Yes! Suck it! Now we can do whatever we want, and we don't have to worry about it. At least for this turn. So do damage. This is gonna be a long fight. We don't really have any way to exhaust cards anymore. So that card is just kind of superfluous. You get 3 armor, I get 1 might. Let's get the free mana. I guess, well, no, I don't want to gamble and accidentally knock out all of my damage cards, because most of the damage we're going to be doing comes from parrying. Hit the enemy's card again. One more time. Oh, well, doing some damage with Gallows Humor is not a bad idea. All right, we have to deal with Taste the Air again. What is this one? Oh, gain block again. Perfect. Oh, we don't have mana. Pounce, great news. You get one set of armor again. We gain might if we gain mana. 7, fantastic news. We'll parry our way out of here yet. And then evade, and maybe we'll hit Taste the Air again. This is going better than I thought it would. Well, I guess we'll get 2 mana. Oh, no! Oh, well, we're not doing any damage to him this turn, guys. 42 armor. Oh, my God. What is that? Deal damage, it adds writhing. Okay, let's try not to damage him this turn. Honestly, even if I tried, I don't think I could. Because he's got 42 armor. You seeing this, you guys? All right. 21 damage, hell yeah. That's pretty, oh, it's because we have plus 13 might. Honestly, I'm okay with like dealing with the crazy amount of armor they get periodically. To do that, holy God, maybe that's how you beat this guy. Because I didn't realize the might was sticking around. Oh, we don't have the mana. Oh, we still don't have the mana. All right, well, we got some mana this time. But now we're gonna gamble it all away. And we did, oh. Rats. Well, we'll parry something. Probably my own card. We did. You know what? I'll do 20 damage to this guy. And then none. And then taste the air. And then kill him. Fantastic. That was a wild battle. So avoid the writhing darkness or whatever it's called. A scholar card in the Trickster deck? That doesn't seem to make much sense. Let's stick with the 3 for 3. Splitting edge. We talked about that at the beginning of the run. Dodge, 2 left feet. I'll just get rid of that. And honestly, I'm okay with compulsive gambling. It might end up screwing us in the future, but I kind of enjoy it as a card. And maybe we may, I didn't realize I was choosing to make a card quick or slow. What would we like to see played early? You guys are already quick. Maybe splitting edge makes sense, because then we get 2 blades early? Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I would rather have that in the deck somewhere. Maybe a compulsive gambling that's quick makes sense. Perhaps? Violent transformation. You only have 10 health? Defeat them before it's too late. Does this mean they kill me, like, at the end of the round? Rude. Hold on. What do you do? Oh, they build... Rage is what the guy at the end does. So he's probably gonna kill me. Well, we have to play this. And, we're not gonna be able to get through his armor this turn. I doubt it, anyway. Just play killing time. We'll compulsively gamble. Give me 24. You bastards. There go all of my cards. And then he made me draw the curse. Let's try to dodge. What's the last card? Rage. Okay, so it could show up at any time. I'll compulsively gamble again? All right, we didn't discard anything. Ah, you bastards. The time I would have wanted to discard. And now we get our armor that does nothing. At least we can riposte to do... Well, he's got a crazy ton of armor. I forgot about that. Dodge his card? No, it's my own card. There, 2 damage. Good job, me. All right, now he's got 60 armor, which we probably can't get through. I think we're probably roasted here, but we'll try our best. What side do we not want to block? I don't think we want to block the right side, although we're not going to be able to chew through his armor either. So maybe it does make sense to play left or play right. I gotta gamble. All right, back to 7. We got 2 health back. Maybe that'll be the difference. Rats. We can survive 1 more of those. Oh, and there's 2 left lurking in the deck. I guess this one's called Nocturnal, which is gonna kill me whenever I reshuffle anyway. So hopefully we can parry our way out of it. Didn't work. 2 enemy cards left. It's either Rage. No, it's gotta be Rage because Nocturnal's next. So let's parry or dodge Rage at least now. We can't do the left the left side because it'll kill us immediately. We have to kill him sooner than this will allow. Gamble? You bastards! There go all of my cards. I guess that's what I get for getting compulsive gambling and making it a quick card. And I don't have any mana. Oh, what a nightmare. We could do 1 damage to him. The good news is he didn't get his armor card. Dodge. Hey, we've lived once. Oh. Well, we put up a solid fight. We've been defeated. Proceed. We've unlocked some new cards. Dead on. I guess we'll have to get that card to even see what that is. Something called Effort. That's kind of cool. I love the artwork of the Trickster. It's really good. After you add cards, duplicate that card. Huh. Those are some interesting cards. Now, so I don't know if I showed this on my Let's Look At, but when you die, you get to choose a bonus card. I don't really like Acceptance because it burns all of our mana, even though it gives us 6. This one I'm not a big fan of with Reshuffle. And Justice, you know, I'll take 2 extra might. Can't hurt. All right, we'll pause the episode there, or I mean, we'll end the episode there. We'll take a look at the Druid next time. The Druid's a neat card. And then I played the Atoned a little bit as well. But we'll take a look at the other 2 classes next time. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. It helps out a lot. If you want to see more Mori Carta or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. The game came out of early access 1.0 yesterday. Go check it out on Steam if you think it's cool. Thanks again to the devs for hooking me up with a code to the game to be able to check it out. Nevergreen Games, they're a very small studio, and I love the game. So go check it out. All right, see you later, everybody. Bye bye.